Meghan Markle's failed plan to bag a billionaire as her marriage to Prince Harry becomes more unhappy by the day.
Meghan Markle is truly one of the most dangerous public figures on the world stage at the moment. She needs to be stopped.
Meghan Markle believed Dubai would be her ultimate reset, a glittering sanctuary where she could rewrite the narrative, reclaim control, and rise above the controversies shadowing her in the West. She envisioned golden skylines reflecting reinvention, private jets waiting on silent runways, closed-door meetings with power brokers, and a social circle where influence mattered more than tabloid noise. In her mind, Dubai wasn't just a destination, it was transformation. A strategic escape from palace tensions, relentless British headlines, and Hollywood skepticism. She imagined gliding through marble corridors under crystal chandeliers, attending ultra-exclusive gatherings, shaking hands with billionaires and decision-makers, carefully curated photographs against iconic skyscrapers, headlines reframing her not as controversial, but commanding. This was meant to be reinvention, recalibration, rebirth. But the red carpet never came. Instead, according to circulating reports, Meghan Markle was allegedly stopped at immigration. No VIP escort, no welcoming officials, no staged moment for cameras. Just a quiet request to step aside, and a private room where the atmosphere reportedly felt heavy and unwelcoming. No speeches, no statements, no spectacle, just silence. Sources describe the tension as palpable, a stark contrast to the grand entrance she may have expected. If true, the message was delivered without theatrics. In certain circles, reputation outweighs celebrity, and influence must be earned, not assumed. That airport moment, real or exaggerated, quickly became symbolic, not merely of travel complications, but of something deeper, the visible strain on an image meticulously built over years and backed by millions in branding. The post-royal comeback was supposed to be historic, a bold departure from tradition, a former Duchess crafting a modern empire beyond palace walls. It was packaged as fearless, marketed as empowering, framed as unstoppable. Modern royalty without the crown, independent, influential, untouchable. But the global response has been far more complicated. Instead of a triumphant ascent, critics argue the narrative feels fragmented, a brand once polished, now facing scrutiny from multiple directions. Across parts of the Middle East and beyond, commentary has reportedly grown colder, with persistent headlines questioning strategy, consistency, and leadership style. In regions where discretion, hierarchy, and long-term credibility are paramount, perception carries enormous weight. Associations are calculated carefully, and controversy, fair or unfair, becomes a risk few powerful institutions are eager to absorb. And Dubai may not have been the only door that proved difficult. There have been whispers of exploratory conversations with influential figures in Saudi Arabia, discussions allegedly centered around humanitarian roles, diplomacy, or cross-cultural partnerships. The vision, positioning herself as a bridge between Hollywood, philanthropy, and global leadership. But in high-stakes geopolitical environments, trust is currency, and skepticism can outweigh ambition. Meanwhile, back in California, the optics haven't been flawless either. Reports have circulated of tensions surrounding the couple's Montecito estate, financial pressures, operational disputes, restructuring rumors. Whether overstated or not, the narrative has fueled speculation that stability behind the gates may not be as seamless as once portrayed. Their headline-making deals have also faced turbulence. The Spotify partnership ended abruptly, sparking public commentary about output and expectations. Netflix projects have reportedly slowed, with fewer releases than initially anticipated, and the once-celebrated Archewell Foundation has encountered questions about momentum and measurable impact. The much publicised post-royal financial era, once described as a 9-figure new beginning, now appears far more complex than the glossy launch suggested. Behind closed doors, insiders claim rebuilding influence has proven harder than anticipated. Invitations reportedly fluctuate, partnerships evolve, meetings reschedule. Fame may open doors, but sustained credibility keeps them open. And then there are the whispers about strain within the marriage itself. Some reports suggest growing disagreements over direction, strategy versus stability, visibility versus privacy. Prince Harry, according to speculation, may crave a quieter life, while Meghan Markle is portrayed as pushing for bold, relevance-driven moves to secure long-term positioning. Rumours even hint at emotional distance, though such claims remain unverified and deeply personal. At the same time, there are murmurs that Prince Harry has attempted tentative steps toward reconciliation with his family. Yet relations with Prince William and King Charles are widely described as strained and cautious. Any thaw appears slow, if it exists at all. Public opinion has shifted noticeably. Recent polling in the UK has shown fluctuating support. Social media amplifies every headline instantly, praise and criticism moving at viral speed. Each public appearance is dissected, every statement analysed, every silence interpreted. Investors calculate risk, brands measure optics, associations are no longer automatic. What makes this chapter especially compelling is the possibility of miscalculation. Perhaps there was an assumption that royal proximity, Hollywood visibility, and elite connections would seamlessly translate into enduring global authority. But influence is not inherited. It is sustained through trust, consistency, and perception. Now, the Sussex brand stands at a crossroads, still globally recognized, still capable of commanding attention, yet undeniably navigating headwinds that are stronger than anticipated. Is this merely a turbulent phase before strategic reinvention, or the early signs of a long-term decline? The world continues to watch. Every relocation, every partnership, every subtle shift in tone. Because whatever comes next won't just define a career, it could redefine a legacy. One thing is certain, the story is far from finished. The scrutiny remains intense, the stakes remain high, and the once fairy tale rebellion now feels less like a guaranteed ascent and more like a high-risk gamble still unfolding in real time.